Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So UK is an Islamic state with nuclear weapons. Yeah. This was a statement given by the vice president, the upcoming vice president of United States. Why? See, thing is, let me just tell you before the video starts. Recently Trump was shot during a rally in which he was giving a speech. There was an attempt on murder on Trump, and which he survived obviously. And after he survived, his support, like people started supporting him even more. And since then, like any poll you pick, absolutely any poll you pick, it would always say that Joe Biden is losing the elections and Trump will win. Why? Because the immense amount of sympathy that is going towards Trump, right? After he was shot in the year, obviously. I'm pretty sure everyone knows about this event. So what's happening now? See, recently, like Trump announced his pick for vice president of United States, right? Now, the presidential election will be like in November, I think, November of 2024. And as soon as he becomes the president, he will have to choose a vice president. So, I think Trump was supposed to pick vice president like few days ago, but I'm not sure what happened. It got postponed, I think. But anyways, a lot of people were thinking that the upcoming vice president will be Vivek Ramaswamy because he is very popular in social media and he has given countless amount of speech, and like he has got millions of views, podcast with very famous YouTubers and people. But no, Trump did not pick Vivek as his vice president. He actually chose jdvance. Yes, this man right here. This is the upcoming vice president of United States if Trump wins the election, right? And there is a very high chance that Trump could win the elections. Like any poll you pick, Trump will win the elections. Now, what is happening? See, uh, because JD Vance has been picked as an vice president by Trump, this would give him like immense power and responsibility because United States is the most powerful country in the world, and a vice president of United States is the like very high post, and it gives an immense amount of power, because of which Europe has a lot of anxiety and nervousness towards this vice presidential candidate. Why? I'll tell you in detail. Just hang on with me, right? See, recently there was a tweet, right? And during a speech, right? During a speech, the vice president, the upcoming vice president of United States, right? He made a speech, and these were his words. J.D. Vance takes a shot at UK's Labour Party. He said that what is the first truly Islamist country to get a nuke, right? And a lot of people will say it's Pakistan because Pakistan already has nukes. Maybe it's Iran because, well, Iran doesn't really have nukes right now, but they are probably building nukes, right? He says no, the first Islamic country is UK to get nuclear missiles. Now, why did JD Vance says that? Because in the first image, it feels like he's kind of Islamophobic. That's not the truth. See, he took a shot at the population, the growing population of Muslims in United Kingdom. See, as you can see via this data, in 2011, only 4.9% of the UK's population was Muslim. Just 10 years later, right, in 2021, the population rose by 1.6% and it became 6.5%. So 6.5% of total UK's population is Muslim. And it is growing very fast, right? A lot of people think that, like, in the next few years, there's a very high population of United Kingdom that will become Muslim, right? And even though at first glance it seems that he is anti-diversity, anti-Muslim, Islamophobic, blah blah blah, that's, I wouldn't say that's 100% true. That's just like a taunt towards United Kingdom's Labour parties for their population diversity and for not maintaining control of who comes in their country and what kind of people are, populating the country. He's not completely like hateful towards diversity. Do you know why? His wife, yes, his own wife, Usha Vance. I'm sure you might have heard about her in the news sometime or later. She is actually an Indian Hindu, right? Usha Vance, right? She is JD Vance's wife. Their marriage was actually quite popular. Even Anand Mahindra tweeted that there's another Indian great wedding to celebrate, which was uh, like torn towards, not torn, but like he was saying that aside from the Ambani wedding, there's also another wedding, which is JD Vance and Usha Vance's Indian wedding, which was very popular. So I won't say he's completely anti-diversity or anything. He's just raising his concern and opinions regarding the growing Muslim population in United Kingdoms. Now, Vance's choice has heightened European fears over Trump's presidency. Why? Why is Europe so anxious about his vice presidency? Right? There is a very, very, very simple reason. You know, once like Europe has been not maintaining a good military. Europe has always been lenient with its military. They spend more on their people, which is a good thing, I guess. But spend a lot more on their people, and they spend almost nothing on their defenses. Because of which, a lot of people were concerned because they rely too much on NATO, right? Now, what JD Vance and Trump, obviously, their stance towards this all this war and stuff is that we will fight our own war. The United States will fight their own war, whereas the European nations have to fight their own battles, right? I see. Look at this. Yeah. JD Vance. This was speech given by JD Vance. He said, God help Ukraine." What does this mean? It means that we will not help Ukraine as much. If Ukraine should have raised their own military. The countries who want to help Ukraine should help them on their own. We will not help Ukraine very much if they get elected. So that's their stance. They don't want to waste their military, their soldiers, and their resources, their money on country thousands of miles away from United States, which is fair, I would say, because European kingdoms, like European nations, like United Kingdoms and Ukraine, or even like other countries which are in the center of Europe, they have become very lenient towards war and stuff because they are totally reliant on NATO and United States soldiers and forces to help them in state of war. Now, what this situation will do is that it will push European nations to build and strengthen their own military. So in the future, let's say if any country tries to invade them, they can rely on their own self, and they don't have to rely on United States very much, right? That is one thing. So that is the real stance of JD Vance. He also said that I don't really care what happens in Ukraine. So basically, what he means is that Russia can do whatever he wants with Ukraine. I'm sure that's like he's saying for this votes, and that stance would not be that extreme. But I'm sure that they will minimize the resources, which is a very good thing for the United States, by the way, because they are spending hundreds of billions of dollars on a country thousands of miles away. And Ukraine, like it seems Ukraine doesn't want the war to stop. Why? Because Ukraine doesn't want to come to a resolution when given the offer. They don't want to come to a resolution to end the war. They want to fight on. So the stance that United States will not help Ukraine any further is very good thing, I would say. So yeah, that was the entire thing. Do you think JD Vance is Islamophobic? I don't think so. But if you have any such opinions or any such reasons, tell me in the comments. How do you like the video? Also tell me in the comments. And if you have got any suggestions to make the video any better, please tell it to me in the comments as well. I will try to improve on it next time. Thank you.